I almost always have an excess of egg whites on hand, but you know what I don't keep in the pantry? Cream of tartar. But as it turns out, you can easily make incredible meringues without using cream of tartar. This recipe is super simple and really only uses egg whites and sugar. And if you're new here, I'm Maggie. This is No Frills Kitchen, where I teach you how to cook with confidence with nothing fancy required.
To make the meringues, all you need to do is add some egg whites to a large bowl or the bowl of a stand mixer fitted with a whisk attachment. Optionally, you can also add in a small amount of lemon juice or vinegar to stabilize the egg whites. I actually rarely do this, and I've had success with meringues without it, so it is definitely optional. Using a hand mixer or a stand mixer, whisk the egg whites until they reach soft peaks, meaning that when the whisk is lifted, the point of the foam droops. This shouldn't take long. Now, with your mixer running, begin slowly adding the sugar. I like to use caster sugar here as it dissolves more quickly, and you want all of the sugar to be dissolved so the meringues don't weep after they're baked. But you can use granulated sugar as well, just be sure it's completely dissolved before you bake them. This is a recipe for French meringue, which is the easiest kind of meringue to make. There are two other kinds of meringues that you can make, Swiss meringue and Italian meringue, but neither are as well suited for baking into kisses. Italian meringue is the kind that I use when making something like homemade marshmallows. This involves whipping egg whites while streaming in a sugar syrup that's been cooked to a specific temperature, 115 degrees C or 240 F. A Swiss meringue is slightly different. It involves mixing egg whites and sugar together and placing it over a double boiler until it reaches 115 C or 240 F. You can then whip the egg whites to stiff peaks. Both of those can be made without cream of tartar as well, and you can use the same amount of egg whites and sugar as called for in the recipe linked in the description. 1 tablespoon at a time, continue adding the sugar, ensuring that it's completely incorporated before adding the next spoonful. Once all of your sugar is added, continue whipping the meringue until it's glossy and reaches stiff peaks, so when the point stands up straight when the whisk is removed. Rub a small amount of the meringue between your fingers to ensure that there are no discernible granules of sugar as well. Now to make the kisses. You can use a spoon to make more rustic freeform kisses, or you can pipe them onto a baking sheet. So dab a bit of meringue onto the corners of your baking sheet and use this as glue to cement some baking paper to the tray. Then pipe or spoon some small kisses onto the sheet. Often at this stage, I sometimes like to scatter some hundreds and thousands over the cookies to make them bright and kid-friendly. All you need to do now is move the meringues to a low oven, preheated to 90 degrees C or 200 F. Bake them until they're dry and crisp, about 90 minutes to 2 hours. When they're done, simply turn the oven off and leave the meringues in there to slowly cool completely. This ensures that they stay crisp and dry out completely. And if you liked this recipe, make sure to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss my next videos. Enjoy!